Hello everyone, my name is Sonal Pathak and today we are going to learn about number systems. Okay, so as you can see, I have drawn here a number line. You are very well known and you are very well aware about what is a number line. Okay, all the numbers are lying here. There are different type of numbers on this number line. Okay, now imagine yourself to be at this number line. Okay, and you take a box. You take a big box for 50 numbers. Okay, now imagine yourself at this number line and you start moving toward the positive direction. Okay, you start moving toward this right hand side of this line. So up to where your vision can go, you can see countless and infinite number of positive numbers. Okay, you can see numbers like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and you started collecting all these natural numbers. Basically, you know very well that all the numbers like 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to infinity, we call the collection of such numbers as natural numbers. Now you started collecting all the natural numbers. Okay, now your box has numbers like 1 2 3 and something like 1000 10,000. Okay, up to infinity. You collected all the natural numbers. Okay, so all the natural numbers have disappeared from the number line. Now where have the numbers gone? The numbers have gone straight into your bag. Now your bag contains all the natural numbers. We can also denote the collection of natural numbers with n. The natural numbers can be denoted by n. So your box now contains all the natural numbers. Now you came back and your ambition grew further, and you decided to collect the zero as well. Okay. So now your box has all the natural numbers plus 0. Now tell me, what is the collection of all the natural numbers with 0? That is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are called. The collection of all the natural numbers and 0 is called actually a whole number and is denoted by W. So now what is the content of your box? Right now what is in your box is all the whole numbers. Okay. Now your ambitions grew further and now you decided to go on the left side of the number line, and up to where you can see up to countless and infinite amount of numbers. You can see -1 -2 -3 -10,000 -20,000 -1 lakh 1 crore up to minus infinity. You can see almost infinite number of negative numbers. Okay, now you started to collect all those negative numbers and started putting all of them straight into your bag. Okay, now you took the numbers like collected numbers like -1 -2 -3 and you put all of them into your bag. Okay, lot of numbers. Now recall what would be the collection of all the whole numbers and plus all the negative numbers would be called? All collection of all the whole numbers and all the negative numbers is called integers, and you know very well about it. Okay, so we will donate this box with Z. So right now what is the content of your box? Right now what is there in your box is all the integers. Okay, now your ambitions grew even further and you decided to collect the remaining numbers that you can see on the number line. Okay, and you started taking numbers like 1 by 2, 9 by 4, -5 by 2. And what are these numbers? Recall, these numbers are rational numbers. Okay, now tell me, what are the rational numbers? The numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, because you know anything divided by Q becomes undefined. Okay, so as you can see, all these numbers are in the form of P by Q, therefore all of these numbers are actually rational numbers. So you started putting all these numbers inside your box and you put all the infinite rational numbers inside your box. Now what your box contains right now? Now your box contains all the integers plus all the rational numbers. So all the rational numbers disappeared from the number line. Now tell me, can you see any number on the number line? No. So do you think there are numbers on this number line remaining? Yes, actually there are still a lot of numbers, in fact infinite numbers remaining on this number line. Where are they? Actually there is a category of numbers called as irrational number. What is a irrational number? See, there are a lot of numbers in mathematics which you cannot express in the form of P by Q, and you will come to know about a lot about those numbers very soon. So there are a lot of numbers in mathematics which are very real, and actually you cannot express those numbers in the form of p by q. We call such numbers as irrational number. Okay. Now, do you know? Can you give me any famous example of any famous irrational number? Correct. Pi. The value of pi is something like 3.141 approximately. Okay. So pi is actually an irrational number. So suppose if there was a 0 and there is 1, there was 2, and suppose there was 3, then pi will come up to something like here 3.141. okay. Similarly, there is a number called root 3. The value of root 3 is 1.41. okay, so 1.41 comes something like here 1.414. okay, so all these numbers, this number and this number, are actually irrational numbers. okay, so what you did, you collected even those numbers also. So now your box contains all the integers plus all the rational number plus all the irrational numbers. Okay, now even these numbers disappeared from the number line. Now tell me, would there anything be remaining on the number line? No. Now there is absolutely no numbers on the number line because you have collected all the numbers inside your box. And what is the collection of those numbers will be called? Suppose you have put almost all the numbers from the number line inside your box. Now tell me, what would the collection of these numbers would be called? Correct. The collection of all the integers plus all the rational numbers plus all the irrational numbers is called real number. Yes. The collection of all the rational numbers, all the integers and all the irrational numbers is actually called real numbers, and it is denoted by R. Okay, so what your box contains right now is a real number.